I love these reminders. Which of you have any questions about, please feel free to reach out privately. A portion of this service, we will invite you to journal. So now is a good time to grab a notebook and pen if you'd like to participate in that. And please do, if possible for you, find a comfortable space where you can relax and be present for today's service. The service portion of our gathering is around 30 minutes of silent participation on your part, during which time we will begin with a short meditation. We'll read the poem which the church has adopted as our acknowledgement of oneness with all that is, titled A Litany of Gratitude. A reading from our rotating text currently, oh, I didn't update this, I'm sorry. A Man Thinketh, sorry. Along with an opportunity to journal your thoughts around the reading. A reading from our main text, the Tao Te Ching, and after that, we will bring the official service to a close. From there, we'll move into an optional discussion period led by Eric today, which we've allotted an hour and a half for this portion until noon, and we do invite you to participate if you feel called. With that, I would like to welcome and thank you for joining our Sanctuary community in celebration today. As we begin our statement of faith, we recognize that this statement does not exhaust the full extent of our faith. We believe that sacred mushrooms are a primary source of personal and divine revelation. We seek counsel from the mushroom to find direction and inspiration in our faith practice. And we believe that all individuals who seek true revelation from divinity can do so. Now I invite Courtney up to lead our meditation portion this morning.
Thanks, Athena. Good morning, everyone. I invite you now to get comfortable and join me in a 5-minute mindfulness meditation. So you may wiggle your body a little bit, move in your seat, whatever you need to do to adjust your position and get comfortable. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths into your nose, out through your mouth. Settling in to your being more and more with each breath you take. The intention with this meditation is to just drop in to ourself and notice whatever we have present for us in this moment. Continue to notice your breath. And your body being breathed. You may notice the rise and fall of your belly or your chest as you breathe. As you settle in more to being right here, you may notice sensations in your body. Maybe you didn't notice before. We don't need to change anything about what we're noticing right now. Just recognizing that whatever we're feeling and experiencing is here. As you notice your mind maybe wandering off, thinking about the past or the future, that's okay. Just gently bring it back to the present moment. Remember, this is a meditation you can do at any time of day, throughout service today, throughout discussion. As you notice sensations, thoughts, and emotions arise, sometimes all we can do is just notice. I invite you to take a few more deep breaths, coming back into the service space. With each breath you take, you may adjust your position and sit up a little taller as you open your eyes. Whenever you're ready, you come back into the space. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Courtney. Now begin our litany of gratitude, which I invite you to unmute your mics. And when I say all things live in us, I invite you to join me. We live by the sun, we feel by the moon, we move by the stars. We live in all things. All things live in us. We eat from the earth, we drink from the rain, we breathe of the air. We live in all things. All things live in us. We call to each other, we listen to each other. Our hearts deepen with love and compassion. We live in all things. All things live in us. We depend on the trees and animals. We depend on the earth. Our minds open with wisdom and insight. We live in all things. All things live in us. We dedicate our practice to others. We include all forms of life. We celebrate the joy of living and dying. We live in all things. All things live in us. We are full of life. We are full of death. We are grateful for all beings and companions. Thank you, everyone. Ask that you mute your mics back. I invite Susan to help us with our.
Good morning. This wonderful thing we're going to read was written over 100 years ago, so there's some really cool words in it, kind of archaic language, so really enjoy that. The aphorism, as one thinketh in their heart, so they are, not only embraces the whole of one's being, but is so comprehensive as to reach out to every condition and circumstance of one's life. A person is literally what they think, your character being the complete sum of all your thoughts. As the plant springs from and could not be without the seed, so every act of a person springs from the hidden seeds of thought and could not have appeared without them. This applies equally to those acts called spontaneous and unpremeditated as to those which are deliberately executed. Act is the blossom of thought, and joy and suffering are its fruits. Thus does a person garner in the sweet and bitter fruitage of one's own husbandry. A person is grown by law and not a creation by artifice. Cause and effect is as absolute and undeviating in the hidden realm of thought as in the world of visible and material things. A noble and godlike character is not a thing of favor or chance, but is the natural result of continued effort in right thinking, the effect of long cherished association with godlike thoughts. An ignoble and bestial character, by the same process, is the result of the continued harboring of groveling thoughts.
Thank you, Susan. We'll now take 5 minutes to reflect. So if you have your journal nearby, or if you'd like to just sit in this reflection moment, our prompt today, take an inventory of your thoughts. Write down 5 to 10 of your most prominent thoughts about yourself or how the world is. Are these the thoughts that you truly desire to cultivate? If we are what we think about, then how would you describe yourself? I'll begin that timer now, and we'll just take a moment to reflect. I'd like to finishing up your thoughts. The paradoxical nature of life, its mysteries, are best experienced through the ineffable space we find in our communion with the mushroom. For more than 2,000 years, the Tao Te Ching has provided guidance and instruction for exploring the paradox of existence. It is for this reason that we employ the Tao Te Ching as our primary sacred text and invite all to see it further as you delve deeper into the mystery of life. I invite Tristan to help us with our next reading.
The sage has no interest of his own, but takes the interest of the people as his own. He is kind to the kind. He is also kind to the unkind, for virtue is kind. He is faithful to the faithful. He is also faithful to the unfaithful, for virtue is faithful. In the midst of the world, the sage is shy and self-effacing. For the sake of the world, he keeps his heart in its nebulous state. All the people strain their ears and eyes. The sage only smiles like an amused infant.
Thanks, Tristan. We'll now begin closing out our service with some announcements. This Thursday, Katrine will be offering her 30-minute mindfulness session. That's April 7th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. So you can find a Zoom link to that, and we'll send an email reminder. She will also be hosting a workshop this Saturday, April 9th, online, where she's going to go over the education around omega-3 and omega-6 balance and the body, mental health, and microbiome. So she is going to explore this with you and provide some informational material around something that she holds very dear and that has helped her with her health. Our next Sacred Circle in person at our Broadway location will be held April 12th at 5:30. We also would like to remind you of our More Than Integration program, which is a great coaching program if you would like to have more support around your entheogenic experiences and helping dive a bit deeper into those. So, and then we also are working on our cleric training program. And so if you are interested in learning more about that, I'll drop a link in the chat as we finish up to sign up around that. And with that, let me pull up my notes. If you have enjoyed the service and or the community conversation afterward, we would love it if you would consider making a donation to help support the efforts of the church. All donations received gratefully go toward our current programs, development and implementation of new programs, and our operating expenses. And by donating, you help bring to reality the visions for Psanctuary Church. Our community consists of families and individuals from all walks of life and is open to individuals from any faith or background, and our growing list of integration coaches and therapists. If you, like many others throughout history, mushrooms as a sacrament for sincere and intentional spiritual practice, we would like to invite you to be part of this community. You can head over to our membership application page and begin the membership process, where you should see, I'll post a link in the chat, Becoming a member is a 5-step process, which includes a discovery call with us. Members of Sanctuary Church have access to our growing list of integration coaches and therapists, our member-only events, including sacrament opportunities, access to our member portal, where you can find more information on what we are doing at Sanctuary, and our members-only Discord chat, which is connection with our community. Oh, let me go back. Also, if you'd like to support the service by volunteering to read for the group, please, or lead our meditation, please reach out to me at info@sanctuary.org. We would love to get more members involved during our services. And now I will officially close out our service, recognizing we've come together with intentions of service to the land and all its inhabitants. It is in our hearts to go forth into the world with the collective consciousness. We encourage you to stay for continued fellowship and conversation around our readings today. And for those unable to stay, we thank you for being with us. As we further our conversation, please remember that all perspectives are welcome as we search for the spiritual truth that unites us all. And with that, sending everyone much love today, and I will end our recording.